Rekkanition. Makers of Portland. Now listen with your host, Rekka. Rekkanition.
Can I take a little video of you right now?
Oh yeah, totally. Well, and so I not only interviewed just like music artists, but everybody that's like involved, and so I knew I had to get you in here.
Thank you.
Kelsi.
Yay.
And you're like a co-owner of that dance studio?
Yeah, so I co-own Fuse Dance Collective with Carlos Ortiz, and we just do our thing. We have youth classes going on, adult classes going on. And yeah, it's a vibe.
No, I love it because I started taking my kid there because where I'm from, we don't have any of that.
Really?
So no, none of that. And like once I have you always been around in Portland?
Yeah.
It's I didn't know you right before COVID, but then you were at one of the meeting of the minds, like on Zoom or whatever.
Yeah.
And then I was like, I don't think we met.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, no, I mean, I've known of you for a long time.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. So to be here now is really cool.
Oh, thanks.
And magical. But yeah, I'm glad to be here, and I'm glad to be able to network with you. And
oh yeah, totally. Yeah. Like I seriously love that you have that for the kids.
Thank you.
I'm a big softie for kids.
Oh yeah.
And you have kids?
Yeah,
I didn't even know that.
I have a son. His name is JP. He's 8 years old and going into 3rd grade, and he's dope. He's a cool little kid.
Yeah, and he's into it too, or
he dances on his own terms. But like I think he's been in the studio with me for so long that he's kind of like, I'm at the studio again,
Yeah.
But he's really into drawing. He's into art and stuff like that. So
yeah,
definitely a little artist. But we'll see about dance. We'll see if that's in his future.
Yeah, I feel like my kid's the same way.
Yeah.
Like she's just not quite into the things that I'm into.
Yeah.
Like she does like to sing, but I took her to a studio and she just like buckled and was like, no.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah, my son gets shy like that too.
Yeah, it is really weird.
Were you like that when you were a kid at all?
Oh yeah, totally.
Okay.
She gets it from me.
Yep.
And it took me forever to like get over that.
Yeah.
So I'm glad to be able to watch it, like see it happen, so I can like build her up. And I'm like, no, you got this. You just got to get through it.
Yeah. When you recognize like the stuff in yourself, you know what I mean? Trickles into your kid too. And it's just about, I don't know, like my mom growing up, like she would be like, this is a great opportunity. You're going to go. And I would like cry all the way there,
Yeah.
And then I would show up and I'd have so much fun. I'd be like, thank you so much for sending me here, you know? But my kid is the same way.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Well, and she's all about it if she sees other people do it. That's why I was like, sooner or later, she'll get comfortable with it, you know?
No, she's doing great at the studio.
I know.
Yeah.
And I think we're actually going to be able to make it on Monday, too.
Awesome.
I know. Yay. I love it when we can actually make it.
Very cool. Yes, thank you.
And so you don't make music, but you always post, like, some good, like, lyrics. And
just my little raps here and there I just put together. And I think a lot of it is I just experience a lot mentally. So sometimes it's just good to get it on paper and get it out in the universe, and then I can listen to it back and kind of reflect. So
and remember what you told yourself before too. I do that same thing. Yeah, like recently I was like, man, I'm not on social media enough, and then I got this like the history thing it shows you, and it was me talking about like how I needed to take a break from it. I was like, oh, I'm just doing what I said I would.
Exactly. Yep, you manifested a long time ago. And,
I know.
That's so cool. Yeah.
And so we were talking about school earlier. So your kid's in 3rd grade?
Yep, he's going into 3rd grade. And
yeah, my kid's going to kindergarten.
Yay.
It's all nerve-wracking.
How do you feel about just everything? Like, have the schools reached out to you yet and stuff?
Well, we have this like jumpstart thing this month that she's going to go to. But I guess the only thing is, because like mask rules and those kind of things, they seem to change pretty often. And like I just heard they're going to be wearing masks. Which is cool. Good luck keeping it on my kid all day, but I'll try.
Yeah.
But like other than that, like that kind of stuff changing, I mean, I'm just stoked for it to happen.
Yeah. It's going to be good. Like I think experiencing the pandemic year with school and like online, I have so much respect for all the teachers, like more respect, just double the respect, because like seeing them balance everything and then watching, like I had to explain to my kid a lot that he's going through a school year that nobody has gone through like that, And he really did struggle. Like, we had a lot of tears. It was a lot of me, like, remember to breathe, and us, like, taking time to just, if there's something that was too challenging for him, I was like, we're not doing it. Like, there's just too much happening. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But it's going to be good for them to be back in school in the morning. And
yeah, I felt really blessed. This is kindergarten for my kids, so I didn't have to really go through all that. My sisters were, and I was like, holy moly. Like, no way.
Yeah.
Like, I couldn't imagine, like, trying to keep them not distracted.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, yeah, that was the thing. I mean, I had to sit there the whole time,
Well, and being home is a distraction. That's the time when you're, like, let loose and do whatever you want,
Kick
know?
back.
So,
yeah. And they, they wanted them to make sure they were, like, dressed for school, and, like, the
oh, really?
no pajamas, like, none of that. They wanted them dressed for school, ready to go, so that they would be in the mindset of we're in class,
Yeah, true.
So I understood all that, but it was just,
I've never had to get my kid, like, up and ready in the morning. So, like, lately I've been, like, waking her up when I go to work, and I'm like, you gotta figure it out, man. You're gonna have to be ready.
Yep, ready to go.
It's so funny. Yeah. It is, because she hates it. She's like not a morning person at all.
I don't blame her.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Yeah. No, it'll be good though.
Yeah. So you were in Roulette Delgado. That's how you say his name, right? I always say it wrong, and I always mess it up. And so I was like, I know I'm close this time. But you were in a sweet video. That thing was sick.
Thank you. Yeah, it was really fun. He had reached out to Carlos about doing some choreography for it, and we put it together, and Carlos put a lot of energy into it, and it was just cool. Like, when we got to actually do the shoot day, we went out to the coast, and we shot some scenes in the dunes, and then we came back out here, and we were at a studio. I can never remember the name of it, but it's right next to Morrison Market.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I don't know the name of it.
Yeah, I can't studio. I don't know. I'm sorry. But we got to shoot there, and it was great. It was just like a big white canvas room, and we got to go in, and it was an experience.
That is sick. Yeah. I saw that video. It was insane.
Thank you.
Where I'm like, well, he's just taking it to, like, a crazy awesome level. I feel like ever since, well, I mean, I know he was killing it before, but, like, ever since that Boo Bomb show, he's just been, like, he just kept rolling with it. Like, he just didn't stop, and I think that's so sick, like, especially through the pandemic and all that.
I know.
I wish I could have done something like that, but
How were you through the pandemic?
I hated it.
Really?
I mean, somebody that struggles with mental health, like, it's like almost like I gotta rebuild what I spent years building when it comes to, like, my social anxiety and stuff.
Yeah.
Because I already, like, I had it really bad before, like, just as bad as my daughter,
Oh my goodness.
And so now it's like I have to rebuild from that again. When at first, like, before COVID, I was so social, and I could walk up to, like, anybody. And now it's like, it's not that I don't want to walk up to them, it's that I don't have the energy, where I'm, like, just mentally exhausted, where I'm like,
yep,
I could run up and say hi to you and tell you how much I missed you, but and I'd have to walk 10 steps.
I know. I know. I feel like, I don't know, like, being an artist anywhere, but in Portland, it's a lot of effort. And I feel like those of us who have been doing this for years and years and years at this stage have been through a lot. And I think it's cool because I'm getting to witness kind of a shift in the energy in a lot of the communities out here, which is really great. But I'm tired too. I'm tired now. And so, I think in my mind, I'm like, how can I train the next generation to kind of take on some of that work? Can I pay them? Like, what does that look like, so that I can kind of reclaim energy again? And
I think that's so important. Like, because a lot of times us as artists will kind of run ourselves dry to trying to do everything instead of building, like, a team. That's why I'm so thankful for my DJ, because, like, he does all the things.
Zone,
shout out
right?
DJ Zone.
Yes.
Yeah, like, he does all the things, so I don't really have to, like, worry about too much. But now I'm, like, thinking about finding someone to do my online stuff, since I'm just kind of busy, and it's not very often I want to pick up my phone and be like, hey guys,
right?
Or I'll even be in the middle of a post, my kid will say something, and then I'll, like, pick up my phone again hours later. I'm like, oh, I never even posted that. Like, it's so bad.
Yeah, I go through it too. You know? There's so much going on, I think. And I don't know, like, I don't know if you have, but I've already spent years of my life on social media for sure. just like building and networking and all that stuff. And yeah, it's too much. Like,
well, and it got really negative on there when it comes to, I guess it's more of like, I'm not necessarily afraid of offending anybody.
Mm.
I'm just like, it just seems like anybody will find anything I say and twist it. So I'm like, why am I even going to bother?
Yeah.
You know, like,
Yep, I go
just
through it
all the
too.
times of being attacked online for the last 2 hours or 2 years. It's like PTSD where I'm like, I don't even want it. Like,
You're
I
like,
don't
take
use
it.
Twitter because I see the shit that goes down on there and I'm not going to be a part of it.
It's so crazy that I don't know, like, you know, and I'll just be like authentic and transparent here, but like a lot of artists that see you moving, you know what I mean, consistently moving, I get a lot of hate from them too, and these are people I love, you know what I
Yeah.
mean, like I love so much. And so it's hard sometimes, you know, you hear things around the community or things get back to you, and I'm at a point where I'm just like so tired that it's not worth me addressing. I just am like, okay, I heard that, that's great, like it is what it is. I'm going to continue what I'm doing because
Yeah.
I know that it's for the better, you know, the betterment of humanity and like, you know,
Yeah.
building, you know, the next generation and stuff like that. So for me, I kind of try not to let what people say hinder growth.
Yeah.
You know, it's like, I'm going to create the platform. If you don't want to show up for it, that's great. I'm going to respect that and I'm going to move forward, and, you know, people will come, you know what I
Yeah.
mean? But I think that's one thing that's hard. It's just like there is a lot of hate in the artist community in Portland. And it's like,
Yeah.
for what? We're all
Yeah.
doing like similar stuff. Why not? Let's just like work together. You
I know. I felt that even before the pandemic, almost like it's almost like they're split up into cliques,
Yep.
right? And it's like if you don't know that clique, they don't treat you like family,
No.
which is weird.
It
Yeah,
is
I
weird.
saw that before too. And I think it'll probably, if those people don't want to change, it'll always be that way.
Yep.
But that's why I love the collective clique,
Mhm.
because I feel like it's the best clique. Like, because everyone just treats everyone like family.
We're
you know?
building together.
Yeah.
You know,
so there's like the dance collective, the hip hop collective, like
yeah.
hip hop week coming up.
I know.
Yeah, I took the whole week off. It's
Did
gonna
you?
Be, yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Are you performing at all?
Yeah. Just
Yay.
for the award show.
Okay. Oh yeah, that's right. Yay.
Yeah. But we're gonna try to hit up all the shows with
Awesome.
Rekkanition and like try to pop up and ask people silly questions. And
Yay.
yeah, I think it'll
That's
be
so
fun.
cool. Yeah, it's gonna be a busy, amazing, magical week
And
for sure.
Do you guys have like a dance also like hip hop show going on?
So there is two. It's like it's all element. So Skill Fest,
Yeah.
which is August 22nd and August 25th, is going to offer all the elements of hip hop. So I'm super excited about that. And the breaking community that's kind of like one of the main focuses of the event. To be honest, we've gotten quite a bit of pushback from some of the breaking community, just as in regards to how we put the event together.
Oh yeah.
But I think that it's going to be okay.
Yeah.
You know, I think that there's several times that I've helped build platforms that had pushback on them.
Yeah.
And the event happened and it's fine and it continues. And, you know, I think.
Well, that's how you build, you know, you got to push through those barriers.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think people become afraid of when things are new or like
Yeah.
when new people step in to create things. And I understand the fear, but it's like, let us try. You know what I mean?
That's how I am.
Yeah.
I'm always like, why not?
Yeah.
I mean, Zone kind of trained me that way to be like, if a situation seems negative, there's something positive waiting for you to find it. So just roll with it.
Just roll
like,
it.
Yeah.
Oh, that's the best way to say that too. Yeah.
I know. It's true too.
Mhm.
I noticed, especially even like with this pandemic and even lately, I've started having a little bit more positive thoughts where I'm like, I just got to get through it. Like, whatever it is.
Yep.
Like, I don't care anymore.
No.
I need to start going back to the gym. And I was like talking myself into that. I'm like, even if I hate it, like, why not? Like, I just need to get back into doing that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because I loved it at one point. Now it's kind of like, yeah, do I want to go? But once I'm there, I'm like, oh, yeah.
This feels good.
Yeah.
Right.
I remember why I love this place. And
Yeah,
I always go to Planet Fitness and tan there too.
Oh my god.
And I'm all like white looking lately because I'm always working. And I'm like, oh my God.
How's the working life? How are things?
Oh, it's actually getting better.
Okay.
Like it's fun getting out there. I still kind of like travel around and stuff, and that's always fun. But obviously, it's exhausting.
Yeah.
Like I'd much rather do music all the time, but I don't know. Kind of like what OG1 was saying. Like people are gonna kind of slowly acclimate.
Yeah.
And I'm kind of stoked about that.
Yeah.
Yeah, because like I was saying, this summer, like I haven't really done anything. I'm going on my like one and only camping trip like next week.
Yay.
Yeah.
That's gonna be
Going
refreshing.
to the road. Yeah.
Oh.
And we go for a whole week. And then right when I come back, it's hip hop week.
Okay.
So I took the whole like 2
The whole
weeks
2
off.
weeks, yeah.
And
Oh,
I'm
that'll
like,
be
dude, it's
nice.
gonna be sick. Like that's gonna be like my acclimation week, I think.
Yes.
To
Oh my
get back
gosh.
into things.
That's gonna be powerful.
Have like a week with no service and then hop back into hip hop week.
Hip hop week. Yep. The
Yeah.
life.
I do hope to see more like breakdancing shows.
Yeah.
It's huge to me. Like that and DJs.
Yeah. I think that it'll get there. I mean, I'm not going to speak too much on it just because there are people that are honestly angry about what we're doing. But I think that, you know, like I was saying, it's just kind of the fear of it. You know, what is this person?
Do you mind saying what are they mad about? Or what are they worried about?
Yeah. So, I mean, one of the things was like they're kind of calling it they're afraid it's going to be a scam jam. I guess that's happened to the community before.
Where it's kind of like the artists get paid and they don't or something? Or?
Well, like the event gets put together and then it doesn't happen.
Oh.
Mm-hmm. And people have already paid, you know, tickets for it and stuff like that.
Oh, yeah, right. I feel like that doesn't happen too often.
No.
I don't think that's ever happened to me. I mean,
No.
once maybe some guy didn't show up.
Yeah.
But other than that, it's always went down. Are you guys going to mix like rappers and
Yeah,
like,
it's everything, graffiti, everything. So
I love those kind of events. Those are my favorite.
Yeah.
There shouldn't be pushback on that.
Yeah.
I'm just saying.
Yeah, I know. I mean, day at a time, right? We love you guys.
Well, and we're like, we got to band together as a team too.
Yes.
Because I think breakdancing is a vital piece of hip hop and
Yeah.
same with graffiti.
Yeah.
So having them all together, like one of my favorite events is like for the love events. Have you been to those at the studio? Every year they do Zone Studio, the outside of it.
I don't think so.
It's sick.
Okay,
Like, and I love it.
Go.
I don't think I saw breakdancers there, but I saw them at this other event with Zone, and there was like a DJ battle thing.
Ooh.
It was like 2 hip hop weeks ago.
Okay.
So right before COVID.
Very cool.
Yeah, it was wild. It
Oh
was
my
so
gosh.
sick. It was the coolest show I was at.
Oh.
And I was like, why weren't they all like this? You know?
Yeah. I mean, you know, it's going to be interesting to see what happens. Like,
I think it'll be great.
Yeah.
You have a positive vibe too.
Thank
so I
you.
think people are going to kind of like gravitate towards that.
Yeah, I think like, you know, I really feel like my soul is on earth to like help shift the narrative like in any way that I can. And just make it a better positive reality. Like I think in my head a long time ago, I was like, you know, one day I'm not going to be here anymore. So what can I do today to help make tomorrow better? Like, what does that look like? So I just try every day to wake up and I go through depression, I go through anxiety, I go through all type of stuff, but I try to just remember that we're not here forever. And like our goal or my goal in life, and I feel like for all humans, is just for us to unite, come together, and create a better world. That's
beautiful.
Thank you.
It is beautiful.
Thank you.
I wish more people were like that. It's almost like lately, it's like people are just really tense.
Yeah.
And what was Deja, she used to be called Micah the rapper.
Mhm.
Now she goes by Imani, I believe.
Yep,
we were talking and then she was like, people are so soft now. And I was like, dude, I totally agree. Like nobody wants to show love anymore. Like, and I miss that. So that's what I've been on. And it honestly has helped me mentally just by being nice to other people.
Yeah.
Or just trying to like lift them up, you know?
Yeah.
Or like remind them like, you can do this.
Mhm.
Like,
yeah, we're all in this together. Like
Yeah.
we are literally on a rock in space. You know what I mean?
Just floating around.
Just floating around. Yeah.
We're just a bunch of little ants in there just chilling.
Exactly.
So we got to do something.
Yeah. And not take it so seriously. I mean.
Oh, yeah. That's huge too.
Yeah.
I've been having to do that with my job. Oh, man.
like I can do this today.
Most days I'm like, it's not a big deal.
Yeah.
It's just a job.
It's just a job.
Yeah. And then I try to like push more into like my music and stuff. And I'm like, no, this is my life. When my podcast and stuff, like I made this really to just show how much talent there is in Portland because there's so much.
Yeah. Thank you.
So much. Yeah.
Thank
it's
you.
needed.
Yeah.
You got to recognize.
Yes,
you know?
exactly. You got to recognize. I love
know.
it.
And it just happened too with the name. It was just random.
Yeah. No, it's perfect.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
That's very
then,
cool.
what do you got? So what's your schedule like for kids to join your classes?
Yeah, so at Fused right now, we're offering classes on Mondays. I think the first class is from, oh my gosh.
5:30 to 6, I think.
Yep, thank you.
Yeah.
5:30 to 6. Thank you. And then and that's for 3 to 5-year-olds, and then we have from 6 to like 13-year-olds is 6 to 7, and that's hip hop. And then Wednesdays we'll also be offering classes. We'll actually have our new schedule up within the next couple weeks, and everybody can pre-register for classes then on our website, which is fuseddancecollective.com. And yeah, so
Yeah, and that's spelled PHUZE
3.
3D.
Yeah, 3D
Okay.
Fused. Yep.
Yeah.
Mhm.
It's a sick setup. I
Thank you.
love it. My kid loves it too. Like she talks
Oh.
about it, and like I hate when we can't make it. And the only reason I know like when it starts is because like I always have to try to get there
Yeah.
on time because we have nothing like I said like that.
Yeah, well, you
where
guys
we're
are out of ways too, right?
Yeah, there's no hip hop.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, we got
Is there
Move,
dance at
man.
all?
There is, but it's like ballerina stuff, and my
Okay.
kid is not about it.
that? No.
She really wants to get in. I want to get us both into jujitsu.
Yes.
And then she really likes like hip hop stuff. She just wants to get into what I am
Yeah.
into.
Yeah.
So that's
Oh.
when I was thinking that. And I got to thinking about like Missy Elliott and that girl in her video. And I was like,
Yes.
oh my God, what if I had like that'd be so cool.
Yeah.
But
yeah.
she's really not into it as much as I hoped. But
Yeah.
like
I
you
mean,
were saying, I feel like whatever you want them to be into,
they're
they're
like,
not.
nah.
Yeah.
Nah, I'm gonna do my own thing.
Yeah. So you gotta be. I should switch it up on her and be like, no, you shouldn't do hip hop.
Nah.
No, you shouldn't get into that.
No, that's not for
That's
you. Don't
lame.
do that.
Don't
She'll
do
be like,
that.
Mom, I'm gonna do it.
Yeah. Something. Or she
Yeah.
wants to get into gymnastics.
Okay. I really want to put my son in gymnastics too.
Yeah, it's really good for him.
Yeah.
Super good for
The
him.
flexibility and stuff. And then like, I don't know, like I watch on TikTok a lot, like the older generation that can still do all that stuff, learned it when they
Yeah.
were kids, you know? So it'd just be cool to be like, here, learn how to do all these cool flips and stuff, you know?
Yeah.
And
That is true. I have a sister-in-law that like she was in gymnastics when she was like really young.
Yeah.
And she still can do like backflips and craziness. And I'm like, oh my gosh.
this
She's like,
day.
it's like riding a bike, you know?
it's just like riding a bike. That's
Watch her
funny.
do it when she's like 80, still just going.
Just going. That's incredible. Yeah, bodies are crazy.
Yeah, you can do a lot if you like stay consistent. I wish I would have stayed consistent. Like right
Yeah.
when COVID happened, I was like right at my best, I think.
Really? Okay.
Oh yeah, totally. I was going to the gym like every day.
Oh my gosh.
I loved it. And I was like, this is great. And
Yeah.
like eating better and everything. And now it's like, oh man, all that time watching Netflix. Like
a time to just chill. I think honestly, that time was important though too.
Yeah.
I think that for me personally, I was like drained beyond belief. I was teaching, I don't even know, like 5 different, studios, and for the recreation centers, I also teach for Portland Parks and Rec at several locations. So
yeah.
I was just all over the place. And I think like right as COVID hit, I remember like opening my calendar, which was just booked, right?
Yeah.
And I was like, I don't know where I'm going to find the energy to do this.
Yeah.
But we're going to get it done, you know?
Yeah.
And then 2 weeks later, it was COVID. And I was like, oh, great.
Never mind.
Never mind. I guess none of that's happening.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was honestly, it was really weird for me too, because I already like planned a break.
Yeah.
Because I was like, I was kind of like torn. I was doing like 4 shows a week and working.
Gosh.
And it was just insane. And I was like, this is too much. And I was like, I need a break. And then boom, COVID. And I was like, oh my God.
And the break presented
That
itself.
is not what I meant, like.
That's not what I meant.
Yeah.
But that's what I feel like that's what the world gave us.
But I did need it. Yeah. I think what it also did for me is learning how to like figure out where my anxieties were coming from.
Yes.
And a lot of it was being unorganized.
Okay.
And
Okay.
so, and just like being grounded, like making sure I'm feeding my own like interests and
Yes.
stuff, like taking the time
to be
like,
you and
yeah.
do you. And
Like I turned into a crazy plant person. Yeah, I'm such a weirdo. I just bought 2 more yesterday.
Which ones?
It's so bad.
What'd you
Just
get?
all different things. Like I really like bonsai stuff.
Oh.
But I don't know. It's insane. I even have like a palm. I have like 12 plants in one like corner.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, I bought them this like crazy stand and stuff, and I'm like, I'm such a weirdo. I got them their own like light to help
No,
them
it's
like
good.
yeah.
It's actually like really good for the air filtration in the house,
Yeah.
right? Yeah. I have a few plants myself too. And
Yeah.
I bought like the snake plant,
Really?
Just keep that in my window. And I had aloe for a long time, but that plant died and I was really sad.
Well, and they say it's one of the hardest plants to kill. I did that too, though. I killed one.
I don't know what I did. I don't if it was the soil or the water, but
I think I overlove them
okay.
too. I do that.
You're like, I love you.
I just want to water you every day. Like it's bad. Like I've killed a few like that.
I've seen like on TikTok people like spraying the plants. Do you do that?
Yeah,
Okay.
and I only with like certain ones.
Yeah.
They like the humidity.
Yeah.
Like the palm that I have likes it.
Yeah.
But I think I still like water it too much.
Too.
Yeah, because I'll spray it like every morning. I'm like, oh, drinking my coffee. Good morning.
Good morning to the plants.
Yeah, it's literally how it goes. I like it though.
That's awesome.
Yeah,
very,
and
very
so
cool.
what is your kid into? You said art.
Yeah, art and dinosaurs. He like knows
like real ones.
He knows all the names of the dinosaurs and has since he was like 4.
Oh,
so,
that's sick.
Yeah, I mean he's just like we have blankets and pillows and posters and like everything dinosaur. Yeah.
That's awesome. My kid's obsessed with those little Pop-It toys right now. It's so bad.
The
little fidget toys. Have you seen them?
I don't know.
It's pretty crazy. Like it's these silicone rubber things that they push these little holes back and forth.
Oh my gosh, I'll have to look for those.
It's pretty funny. It's like, fidget spinners?
Yeah.
Well, now they have this whole like collection that they call fidgets.
Oh my gosh.
And it's all like those Pop-It things. They have the Pop-Its on the fidget spinners. Like it's crazy.
What?
Yeah, it's nuts.
I'll have to look
They
for
trade them.
Seriously?
She has like a friend that like trades them.
So like Pokemon cards for us and stuff.
Yeah, kind of. They honestly seem like the dumbest thing I've ever bought, but it brings her so much joy.
She loves it.
Yeah, dude. And they're like, you can get a pack of them on Amazon.
Oh my gosh, what did you collect when you were a kid?
Oh, I'd say Pokemon cards.
Okay,
probably. I did, but I stopped caring about collecting things like probably early middle school.
Yeah, I think
and
it was.
And then it turned into seeing if I could cover my wall.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, I used to have a whole wall covered just like pictures of Usher and
it didn't
Madonna.
even matter what it was. Like if it was a bag from Hollister, it's going on the wall for some reason.
It's
like
going on the wall.
Yeah.
Oh my god, I wonder if kids still do that nowadays.
No, not really.
No.
Well, I don't know. Maybe.
Yeah.
My nephew doesn't seem to be too into it, and he's hitting like 12 and stuff.
Really?
He's like a man now.
A man.
Yeah, he talks all like, it's so funny when he talked to me the other day. I was like, what's up, dude? And then he was like, hey, what's up? And I'm like, what?
Where did this come from?
What is that? Yeah. It's like, what do you do with my nephew? Crazy man.
Crazy. Oh, I love it.
What are you doing in his room? Like,
where did this person come from? Oh my gosh.
It is really odd. Has that happened to you yet?
So I have like younger generation cousins. And I've gotten to watch them grow up. My family's like kind of like we all kind of live in Portland and California, so not too far from each other, but I don't see them very often, unfortunately. And I was actually driving when I was driving over here. I was thinking like I need to go say hi to my uncle and stop, but it's just the hours in the day and everything flies.
There's not enough.
Mm-mm.
Dude, it is wild like that. And I think part of it is like my anxiety makes that seem worse.
Yep, me too.
I don't know what I did before that was so much different that I was just like.
Has your anxiety like increased? Do you feel it differently than before COVID?
Oh yeah, it almost feels like a high.
Yeah.
Like it feels like numbing, like I'm stoned, like super stoned.
Yep.
And
do you get like the out of body experience though?
Kind of, if it's a really weird situation. Yeah. Like, or if I'm just exhausted, then it'll get really weird. Like, especially when it comes to like my kid, like bringing her to a park or something, and other parents trying to talk to me.
Gosh, I can't.
I know, and I'm such a people person. That's what's weird. Is they'll start saying stupid stuff, like start like stuttering. It's like the dumbest thing ever, and then it's like as soon as like they leave my vicinity, I'm fine.
Yeah, totally fine.
Just like great.
I don't know what it is about like park moms.
They always want to talk.
They
right?
always want to talk. I'll be like, headphones on in my
Yeah.
phone, reading a book, anything
Yeah.
to like look busy,
Yeah.
and still, and I mean, I've had some great conversations with the park moms, but I get like straight up anxiety, like, bro, my kid is playing. I just want to sit here and focus on myself and watch my kid play. You know what I mean? Or like push him on the swings without all the other.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It is really weird. And I want my kid to socialize, but there was this like one mom, forgot what country she's from. She spoke really good English, but had a strong accent. I think she was from Vietnam.
Okay.
And she was really cool when I first met her. But then she got all religious on me. I'm not really religious.
Me neither.
But then she was telling me that other parents were mad for her touching their kid and saying that she blessed them so they could taste the heavens. And I was like, well, this is the 21st century. And like, anybody walking up to anybody's kid is kind of weird.
During COVID times too. Like,
yeah. And I was like, well, don't be doing that to other people's kids, weirdo. And then she was talking to me about it. And I was like, well, no wonder. Like, I don't even want to be around you right now. Because she just kept going and talking and talking and talking. And I was like, man, I respect you for being so devoted, but man,
oh my gosh,
I suck at talking to people. I don't want to be stuck in a conversation. Like,
no, I don't know what it is either. I don't know if it was. I mean, I think I definitely had social anxiety before COVID, but I think not being around people increased a lot of that.
Well, it's like it comes back. It's almost like something you have to build resistance to. That's in my opinion. Because when I first got back into music, I had really bad anxiety, but I just kept going to shows, kept doing the things, kept, and then after a while, it's like I could walk in front of anybody and be like, yo, my name is Rekka. You want to listen to me spit? And then they'd be like, what? Yeah. And so it's like I can't do that now. Like I'll be at a show and someone's like, go up there. I'm like, no way, man.
Really?
Like, and it's only because like I don't want to feel uncomfortable. I don't want to go through the like where you can't breathe.
Yeah. And the whole anxiety and the chest pressure and all
that because I mean, either way, I always got that anyways. Like I always get stage fright right before like going up there. I'm always like, I'm gonna fall on my face, I'm gonna trip on something, I'm gonna knock someone over, I'm gonna like trip on the cord and unplug something. And
I go through the same things in my head too when I'm on stage. Yes.
And then as soon as I have like one warm-up song, I'm good.
Yeah.
So I'm trying to get my kid to see that too, where it's like everyone feels this, and if they don't, they're psychopaths.
I know. It's so normal to be terrified to do things. Yeah. No, I think I don't know. Like I was, fear. Like fear is just, we have to learn to conquer fear. And like in the moment too.
Well, what I like about your vibe is you have like a nurturing, but like also a motivating like mood.
Thank you.
You're like calm when you speak, but you're like real when you talk too.
Thank you.
You're not
so
just
are
like,
you.
oh, let me baby everything you say. You're like, no, I'm calm, but listen. Like,
yeah, I
you speak some mad truth. People should go follow at We Must Change.
We Must Change.
I love that name too.
Thank you.
On Instagram, because you always post something really awesome.
Thank you. Yeah, just I don't know. I don't know. I feel like social media is like such a tool that we can use to help change things. You know? So I post a lot of, inspirational memes and quotes and stuff like that. And I know a lot of people do. I know it's like,
Yeah, but yours is so like personal.
Thank you.
Yeah. Like, and you even hit me one time at a good time too. You said something about hip hop is not a racial issue.
Oh gosh.
And dude, that hit me so good because people were coming at me hardcore. Like when I posted that video with Scooter Rogers and Bren Boy, just randos off of Instagram, people that don't know me, you know, but they were like going off about that kind of thing. And I was like, if you knew me, you wouldn't be saying this. Like, I have a show called Rekkanition for a reason. Like,
yes, hip
hop is like my lover. You cannot take that from me.
No.
You can only spread love with me.
Yeah, hip hop art is it's soul, guys. Just so we're aware, like. Art is soul, so it's like you can't label it with the skin color. And I understand, like, understanding the roots of things. I understand that completely, but people are just so judgmental when it comes to hip hop and everything, really everything.
Well, I think that's what I'm saying is people have like PTSD and they're all just kind of, and that's what I understand. Like people who came out of this angry, they're easily angered. And I get that, because everybody has like heals in their own way.
Yes.
And so I love your movement of being like positive and stuff like that, because I think that's what people are forgetting about.
Yeah.
Because whenever I see people in person and we're like out and doing things, people are like, yeah, like whoever you are, I love you. And, I think people forgot what that felt like.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah,
I think, it's just about doing the work, like, for me, it's like, I feel like we are the flame within our own darkness and all our depression and stuff. Feel like we're the flame. So at the end of the day, it's up to us to kind of unravel the trauma that we've experienced. And it's up to us to like do that for ourselves.
Yeah.
And then also that trickles into the next generation of our families too, our bloodlines. And it's so important that we take the time to heal and do what that actually means, which is take the time to do that. I feel like in order to heal, a lot of people have to go through their own internal hell.
Yeah.
If that makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
In order to even understand that they are the person that's supposed to heal that for them. And I think a lot of people do it sometimes and don't do it other times. And I know it looks different for everybody. But it's so important that people take the time to do that. Like I'm at a point in my life where I can tell who is actually doing the work for themselves and who wants to and who's interested in doing it versus somebody who will like ask me what I've done to like get where I'm at. And I'll be like, I've healed. I've spent a lot of time healing. And because of that, it's aligned me with other opportunities. And they're like, oh, okay, that's great, but that's scary. So I
admire that a lot because I think I'm kind of going through that in my own kind of process.
Yeah.
Where I'm like, because I was getting overwhelmed with like working, but I've always worked this much. And before COVID, I got everything still done and plus some.
Yeah.
So I'm like, all right. So I don't think it's the job. I don't think it's that. I think it's my own like issue I have to deal with. And I've been like working through it and it's working out pretty well.
Good.
I've just been making my like self slowly just start doing things.
Yes.
Like one piece at a time, where I'm like, all right, like I really want to try this week. I should quit saying try, but I don't want to say I'm going to do it. And then people next week be like, so did you go to the gym? Yeah. But I really want to try to go every day after work again. And just like get back into
just even go for 30 minutes.
Well, and it's just my me time. Like, especially being mom, we don't have a whole lot of that.
No,
we don't.
We're always busy.
It's exhausting.
It is well, and then to do everything else that we do, like, so I don't know, like sometimes I laugh because to be a complete stay-at-home parent, I got to do that for a little while, right?
Yeah.
And
it's wild.
It's a different life, I had a life, but I didn't have a life. I didn't see people very often. It was just me and my kid. And that was great for 3.5 years. And then I was like, I need to do something else. When I had my son, I was 21. So I was like, this isn't it. This isn't everything. Like I want to have him. I want to have a business. I want to be more than just a mother. I want my son to see an entrepreneur. I want him to see a queen. I want him to see, you know what I mean? And so for me, it was like, I went back to school. I just kind of like baby stepped it until I could figure out how to build the dance company stuff. And I'm glad I did because I couldn't imagine being a stay-at-home parent still. But sometimes
it drives me like, I mean, I'm not right now, but when COVID like hit for a while, I was, and I was like, I don't understand how moms do this.
All day, 24/7.
My gosh, they're so needy. And like, even when they're 5, they're just like even more needy, if anything. Hey, watch this. Hey, watch this. Hey, mom.
Hey,
can I change my clothes for the 4th time today? Just, it's just insane.
It's hard.
And I saw this meme where it was like, nobody told me that adulting was all you had to do, like, was laundry, dishes, work, laundry, dishes, work. Yeah. And I was like, dude, that is so true. I don't know how many times I've wiped down my counters this week.
I know.
It's insane.
Over and over and over again.
Yeah. It's like chasing around the Tasmanian devil.
I know. I think that like all moms should get paid to be moms
Mhm.
and dads too. Shoot, everybody should get paid to be parents. Like
Yeah.
we're providing the next generation. So
Yeah, like stay-at-home parents should get like some kind of check from the government,
Yep.
like something where it's like sad, you know, like because you feel bad for them. You're like, you got to, because
here you go.
they're going insane at home. We
Yeah.
gotta help them. Like,
gotta help 'em. Well,
send them to the movies for the weekend. You
exactly.
know, like
Seriously.
not even just bill money. They like throw in a little bonus. Oh, we noticed that your child is insane, so here's an extra $100.
Yeah.
Take
Go to
yourself out.
OMSI. Go
Yeah.
to, you know,
Yeah.
in a perfect world, right?
I know, that'd be so
That'd
sick.
be so wonderful.
We have little monitors, our stress levels, and the government pays us the more we stress. Yes.
The more we stress.
Yeah.
That would be so great. You
Yeah.
know,
Imagine all the like Amazon workers, all the drivers.
gosh, they would have so much extra cash.
Yeah. They get home and they're just rich.
I know.
And
Just
they're
rich.
like, all right. But then they wouldn't be as stressed, I feel like.
Yeah.
If they got paid by how much stress.
I mean, I don't know. Like,
They'd have to
what do you
force
think?
themselves
Like,
to.
if you could just get paid to live or like not even have to pay bills because money didn't exist, like what would you prefer? Would you rather just be able to do what you want to do in life, build what you want to build in life without having to pay bills? Or would you want to spend your life like working like we're doing now? Like, what would you?
Oh, I hate it.
Okay.
I hate it.
Yeah.
I mean, the only thing with me though is like, because I do like finer things, I guess you could say. Like, I really like car stuff, and
Yeah.
so I couldn't imagine a world without, like, you'd have to get it somehow.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
I mean, a world of trade. How would there be cars and stuff or parts for you to buy?
Right.
Not everyone's just going to be trading parts everywhere, and
No.
so I try to picture it, but I'm like, I do like I wanted to quit my job, and I almost did.
Yeah.
And my kid the other day, I was like talking to her, and I was like, I really want to quit my job. Like, I really hate it. And then I was like, could we just like struggle? And
Can
I
we
was
just struggle
because I get paid really well, and so if I take any other job, it's gonna be a struggle.
Yeah.
It just is,
Mhm.
you know. But I really want my nails done. But I don't know. I just want certain little things,
Yeah.
you know. But she's like, "Do you want money or do you want to fail?" And I was like,
oh no.
"Girl, can't be doing me
Can't
like
be
this."
doing
And so
that.
I actually didn't quit because I was gonna put in my 2 weeks that day, and
Mhm.
I didn't.
No. You're like, oh, hang on. Yeah.
Yeah, I think what I'm just gonna do is try to demand more for my personal self.
Mhm.
Like, I want to make it to those classes, so I'm thinking of telling them I'm busy Mondays.
Yeah.
Like,
I
and
mean, they should be like, I
take
feel
more
like jobs should be
vacations.
more flexible, especially for parents. you
well, I
know?
think they would if we would just demand it a little more. Or
Yeah.
what I do with my company is don't try this at home, guys. But no, I'm just kidding. Is I just tell them I'm unavailable those days.
Mhm.
So like when I have a doctor's appointment or a studio sesh,
Yeah.
you know, I just say, hey, I have a dentist appointment this day at this time. And I
Okay.
just, you know,
Take the time off and just
yeah,
go.
because it's good for me because I work my ass off for
Yeah.
them. So I'm just like, and if any companies like that, like,
Yeah.
you're going to perform better rested anyways. So take
Absolutely.
the time, dude.
Yeah.
Take the freaking time.
I mean, we're there like all day as it is. So
Yeah.
all day, Monday through Friday or Monday through Sunday or
yeah, and
whatever.
you're running
now.
your own business too. You got the
Yeah.
studio that you have to schedule every week. You
Yeah.
got to take some time.
I know. I mean, when though, it's like,
Oh, I know.
I try to find like, windows within the day, you know what I mean? Where I can just like sit down and chill or like
Yeah.
light a candle and just sit. You
But
know what I
then
mean?
something else comes
Then
up.
something else or my phone is always going off,
Oh, yeah.
It's like
I know. I feel
never-ending.
bad for anybody trying to get a hold of me lately. It's so bad. Like, it's so bad.
You're like, nah.
I'll take like 3 days to hit him back, and
Oh,
I'm like,
yeah.
oh, hey, sorry.
Well,
You
you
know?
saw with me this week. I'm
Yeah.
so sorry. Like it took me a second to get to the message,
Yeah.
but I was like,
I already know when that happens. I'm like, dude, I get it.
yeah, it's just been such a busy life.
Yeah.
Always.
Yeah, I've been trying to plan way more ahead because it seems like all my friends and family like always have yearly trips, like Moab and going to UTV Takeover, and they go
my
every
gosh.
year. And I'm like, why don't I ever plan this? I'm like, as soon as I hear they're going, I was like, that's way too soon. Like,
Yeah.
I can't plan that quick. And I'm like, how come I never do that?
Yeah.
Like, I don't
Plan
plan a
ahead.
whole year ahead,
I mean,
you know?
I think like for me, I try to, but
I
there's
don't.
always something. No, like there's always something that pops up.
Yeah.
There's always something. So I could plan my week, but then I get hit up. Can you show up to help with the show? Can you know what I mean? So
Yeah.
there's always it's hard for me to schedule time
Yeah.
to do things. Like I got to go to we got to go to LA a few weekends ago for
Oh,
B-Boy
cool.
Summit, which was cool. And that was something that we planned, like I think I want to say back in like fall or winter. We had been talking about going, and I was able to go. So that was a good trip.
Dude, that's cool. How does I've never been there. Does it
Never?
look cool? Well, how does it look right now? I heard that since are
I
things still
hate to
closed
hate.
there?
So when we went, masks were required.
Yeah.
I think that they're kind of going in
But
waves, just like
businesses
we
were
are.
open.
Yeah, businesses were open.
Oh, I figured maybe it was a ghost town.
No,
I heard
no.
I heard Portland's homeless was bad, but nothing compared to LA.
LA's bad.
And it's so sad. I wish there was something that
I mean,
they could do.
I go back and forth. Like, I mean, you see the pods they just set up over here, like, you know, not too close from here, or close to here, sorry.
Yeah.
That are it's for the homeless camps, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Like I don't know. I don't have a solution. Like all we can do
I
is
don't think
help
anybody really does. I mean, I heard that they have a better like success rate if they get a homeless person into a home.
Okay.
And like help them build from there.
Yeah.
But, you know, like that's not happening as much. I mean, a homeless shelter is different though. You got to give people independence and all that. And like that's a lot of freaking money. Even people with jobs have trouble doing that. So it's like, yeah, it seems like a struggle, and hopefully sooner or later things will pick up and be able to be fixed.
Yeah, I think it's a mental thing. I think it's gonna take like the entire community like coming to grips with reality and realizing that things are way too hard, you know, things are way too expensive, and that like why struggle? Why do we all have to like struggle?
We all do.
Even it doesn't matter like how much money I make during the week. I'm still struggling at the end of the day, and I want more. You know, I always want more and to build more and give back more, but it's hard.
Well, that's like with my job too. It's like I make really good money, but it somehow is always spent, and I'm like, and it's not on a bunch of junk either. It's like on taking care of my family and like all the things, and it's like holy moly, like I couldn't even imagine how people live, because making even like half what I do, you know, and that's like I'd say minimum wage-ish. I don't know, it's all changes different. But anyways, but it just like I couldn't imagine even going back. Like I was looking for just a normal, I was like, I want a stupid easy job, and I was like something really easy. And so I was looking into even just being like a bud tender or something, just something that I would like and be easy. And then I was like, there's no way I could live off that. And I was like, and then I'd spend all day there making like twice like way less than I am now. And I was like, I don't know, man.
No,
I don't think I can do it. And then I was like, I feel so bad for like every American. Oh my God.
It's a struggle. We're struggling, you
but
know?
We're still thriving though.
Yes.
And that's what I love about Portland, is the community of like spreading the love. So you're on all platforms, right? People can.
Yep, all platforms. So Kelsi Schnitter on Facebook, We Must Change on Instagram. You can just Google me, honestly. Kelsi Schnitter on Google, and
and we're trying to fill up those kids' classes too.
Yes.
So if you want to get your kid into hip hop dance class, this is the class to get into.
Thank you. Yes, we just want to build. We have got a lot of opportunities coming up for the studio and for the youth. So
because they could get up in some music videos when they really get into it and stuff.
Music videos, showcases. You know, it would be cool to be able to bring a group of kiddos to the hip hop shows out here and just, you know, have them showcase.
And the older, like everyone would love it.
Oh yeah.
Do you remember that little kid that what was his name, King something, at that show that you had?
Doc Saint's son.
That's Doc Saint's son?
Yes.
That's so
King.
sick.
Mm-hmm.
King, is it just King?
Oh gosh.
You know?
Yeah.
Does he have Instagram and stuff?
Yeah, I'm just
look at it real quick, because this little kid rapped at a show and he had good flow.
And it was his first show ever.
Gosh, that was so cool to see. And my kid, I was like, look at that kid. She's all like distracted with her YouTube on my phone. I'm like, no, dude, you see this right now? You need to ask him for his autograph.
You need to get the autograph.
Yeah, if he's already going, that's sweet.
I know.
He caught the rhythm really good. Like it was. And just a little kid voice. I was like, oh, he's so cute.
Like, I got a video somewhere. Oh my gosh, where? Okay, let me see really quick. Doc
Saint. It's King something. His cutest little kid ever.
Oh, Kincaid.
And does he have Instagram?
Yep.
At Kincaid?
Yep. And Kincaid Music.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Everyone has to go check him out. He's
Yeah,
such
he's
a cute
really
little
cool.
kid.
He's cool.
He
cool,
does-
cool dude.
He definitely deserves some recognition because he was like, what,
Yes.
10?
He's 8.
8. Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's sick.
I
See, we
know.
need the up and comers.
Mhm.
We got to be having their back and like,
Yeah, we have to also like, provide the platforms so that they can
Oh, yeah.
see what we're doing. You know
well,
what I mean?
and we already have our experience from all. That's what I'm stoked about with my kid.
Yeah.
So when she is ready, or like any of her friends when they're ready and they like see
Everything's
what
here.
the stuff that I do, I'm like, yeah, come to a meeting of the minds. You know, it's like,
Yes. Yeah, that's so
And
cool.
That's the plug right there. You know, it's awesome. So yeah,
awesome.
follow at Must Change, and
Yep,
then
we must change. Yep.
We Must Change.
Mhm.
Duh.
Yep.
It's like my favorite name on there.
Thank you.
Yeah, and then you wanted to play one of my songs, so we're
Yes.
gonna play "Kid Don't Play,"
Let's go.
featuring Scooter Rogers and Bren Boy.
Yes.
Yeah,
Awesome. Thank
Hell
you
yeah.
so much for
Yeah,
having me
thanks
on.
for coming through.
Yeah, this has been great.
Yeah, well, have a good day, everyone.
Have a great day.
Kid don't play, so don't play with me. I put bitches like you in the grave, homie. Stay in your lane and keep straight, homie. They be throwing me curves and I slay, homie. I've been up late, so please pray for me. I ain't slept in my bed in 3 days, homie. Carry your weight and don't change, homie. And if you with the fake shit, stay away from me. Now they wanna hate shit, I don't even know. They wanna roll up at the crib, which one they wanna go. Man, they hate the way I live and they hate the way I flow. But I be damn, motherfucker, try to tell me I ain't dope. Try to tell me I ain't this, try to tell me I ain't shit. Boy, you better bump your brakes or I'ma have to steal your bitch. I don't even like girls, I just do it to make you pissy. I don't even like girls, why you acting like a bitch? I don't even like pearls, I think driving something quicker, man, I think I might hurl. Cause my rap is super sick, man, they acting like squirrels. In my lane, you getting hit, I said you acting like squirrels. In my lane, you getting hit. And if you wanna get it crackin', know I'm all about the action. Got the work for people asking, line it up and take a fraction. Man, he really wanted that, he better get some better traction. Man, if he ain't never flipper, then I'll probably end up passing, bitch. Don't play, so don't play with me. I put bitches like you in the grave, homie. Stay in your lane and keep straight, homie. They be throwing me curves and I slay, homie. I've been up late, so please pray for me. I ain't slept in my bed in 3 days, homie. Carry your weight and don't change, homie. And if you with the fake shit, stay away from me.
Bitch move, give a nigga space. Walked in with my shorty, got my head around the waist. A lot of niggas muggy, but that ain't about nothing. Tell the waitress more bottles, more ones, keep them coming now. Who you know is swaggy is this? Rock the flashiest kicks, get on the mic and drop the nastiest shit. With the classiest chick, hella ass and she thick. No surprise in my eyes, she as bad as it gets. And the flow still dope like the hash in the pith. Counting cash while we blasting the spliff. Bitch, you know that gang in the building. My niggas got the blueprint. On the couch chillin', hopping off, leaving shoe prints. Now tell them boys that I keep my shit 100, so they can keep their 2 cents. Bitch, the coupe is ruthless. Ain't gotta ask who this. Fuck a record and I leave you toothless.
Kid don't play, so don't play with me. I put bitches like you in the grave, homie. Stay in your lane and keep straight, homie. They be throwing me curves and I slay, homie. I've been up late, so please pray for me. I ain't slept in my bed in 3 days, homie. Carry your weight and don't change, homie. And if you with the fake shit, stay away from me.
Hollywood hippies ain't roster, y'all imposter. Where I'm from, dread-headed women get massages for free sometimes, and that's how we like it. We go from knocking boots to talking about enlightenment. Portland City vices, that's the life that I'm in. Trapping and stripping and talk about recycling. Fuck a 9 to 5, I'm I-5ing. High-fiving all my haters as I fly by them. See some shoes that I like and I might buy them. I got urges to splurge and I won't deny them. If your man let you go, keep jiving, fine by him. But I'ma slide in and in that pussy I'm gon' dive in. Y'all break a bitch down till she voluntarily wet. She blow me, then blow me kisses just to show respect. Cover up your neck, I bet the woo won't protect ya. It's Bren Boy the Prince, I fuck with Scooter and Rekka.
Kid don't play, so don't play with me. I put bitches like you in the grave, homie. Stay in your lane and keep straight, homie. They be throwing me curves and I slay, homie. I've been up late, so please pray for me. I ain't slept in my bed in 3 days, homie. Carry your weight and don't change, homie. And if you with the fake shit, stay away from me.